EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Snowhawks and the Browns. All that and more coming up next.
It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. The moment is upon us, and we've got what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Cleveland Browns taking on the NFC champions. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you got the biggest game of your life to win.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Byrne. Pressure comes, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Looking to throw. Byrne. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's intercepted.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And CD, one of the big stories everybody's been tracking this week, the head coach of this offense, looking to become just the 2nd coach in NFL history to win 5 Super Bowl titles.
And let's face it, the respect is there already. We know he's going to go down as one of the all-time great coaches. But even after all this success, what do we notice most about him? He never takes anything for granted. He's treating this Super Bowl like it's the most important game ever played, because for some of the guys on his team, it will be, and he feels the same way himself. I love his intensity. I love the way he gets his team prepared to play in the big game.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 3 catches for him now in this first quarter of the Super Bowl. On first down, it's Benson. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Snowhawks are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught left side by Judy. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. Being chased out left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the second quarter. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year, Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter two. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Here's Ethan Evans now. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it. Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Byrne. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moore. And he is going to have a Browns first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Now a 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Byrne right back to Judy, and it's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Looking to throw. Byrne. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he's taken down inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw. Bird completes the pass to Judy on the crossing pattern. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down. Bird. That pass complete to Moore. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Bird. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Bird. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season of football, but it's not over yet. One half remains to decide who will stand on the podium with the Vince Lombardi Trophy. And to call the second half, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay,
These
Coach,
two teams have had plenty of extra time to make their final adjustments. But time's just about up. The final half of the NFL season is upon us. So let's get it back out to our Super Bowl broadcast team. Here's Brandon and Charles.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
They'll go again with Benson.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
3rd and 8.
He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Running out of the gun here with Benson. And he'll get it inside the 35.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run over center with Benson.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A give up the middle with Benson.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
He'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. To the flat, and he coughed it up. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Almost time for the final act of this NFL season as we are now through 3 quarters in the Super Bowl.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Bird. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Second and 1. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So pass interference, the call there, always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And some room to maneuver. A beautiful fake. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Second and 13. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
B.J. Ojulari in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
The Snowhawks offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
Another run here with Benson.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
A give. Here comes Benson.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
On the give, it's Benson.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
They'll try to run for it with Benson.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game, but hey, they got enough points to get the job done, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win, and in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
Commissioner Goodell on the podium to make the presentation of the Lombardi Trophy to a very worthy franchise. On top of the world, they are your Super Bowl champions. So that'll do it for another remarkable season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Charles Davis, all of our crew, for all of you at home, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll do it all again come the fall. Till then, good night from the Super Bowl.